YouTube, what's going on? Alex, Ryan, and Mike of Second City Sleepers here once again, bringing you a quick video on our way to an AAW show. We wanted to talk about our top 10 wrestlers and our top 10 superstars. Explaining a little more, our top 10 guys who are the best wrestlers and the top 10 guys who are like the best performers, I guess you would say, who have the most charisma as a superstar, as a talent.
So, that is cute. All right, well, I mean, I can throw out a few names and see if you guys agree. For wrestlers, my top few are obviously going to be Punk, Daniel Bryan, AJ Styles, Davey Richards. I'm a huge fan of. I don't know if that's going to really make the 10, but you know, that's just a name to throw out there. Mr. Chris Benoit was fantastic. Yes. Dean Malenko, Chris Jericho.
You just took my 3 right there.
Bret Hart, HBK. Yeah. Am I missing anybody?
Kurt Hennig.
Kurt Hennig was fantastic too. Yes. You know, Austin Aries can definitely be in that round. Yeah,
that's
a very good. Kurt Angle, definitely.
Kurt Angle,
no,
yes.
I can't put Hardy in there. That's on the other
Hardy's
side.
Hardy's the moneymaker.
Yeah, Hardy's the moneymaker.
That was probably 10. Is there anybody that
Kurt Hennig? I'm sorry. Did
yes.
You say Kurt
yes.
Hennig? I'm sorry.
I mean, that was probably 10 guys. Is there anybody in there that we can bump off to put in there? I mean,
Davey Richards kind of soon, but I totally agree. I love Davey Richards.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
I've watched tons of independent stuff with him, and in AAW and Ring of Honor and other
house shows. Seth Rollins?
You know what? That can go in there too.
Sami Zayn.
El Generico.
Sorry, but I'm a huge fan of Sami Zayn right now.
No, he's fantastic. Yes. He's got a great thing going. I feel like that was probably like 14 people.
I'm sorry.
I can keep going with those too.
Old school fan, Dynamite Kid. Sorry.
Dynamite Kid.
Yeah, you just gotta look up that old stuff. Yeah. It's fantastic. Sorry. Oh, sorry, one more.
Dude, no, Macho Man.
Macho Man to be a moneymaker.
No, Macho Man was freaking real. I would
put him in the medium.
I will argue the wrestling aspect. Yeah, he is the moneymaker, and he just had to show up absolutely for a superstar. He can be on that, but he was a technician in that ring, and his mind for. I mean, I don't know. Maybe we can flip him over to superstar. I guess I don't have to fight that one.
Scott Hall, maybe?
No.
For technician? Because Hall, between Hall and Nash, Hall was way better in the ring.
Yeah.
I mean, he was definitely the guy that held the ring part of that down. Nash was just the big power, come out there, give you a boot, a jackknife, and spit some lyrics on the mic, and well, Hall did that well too, but...
I have another to add on the superstar list.
What? Well, we're going to do the superstar list in a minute, bud.
Wrestler-wise.
Not the superstar.
Maybe it's unfair because of the time that the fans got to see. Maybe we should take Sami Zayn. Maybe we should take Davey Richards and Seth Rollins off. Not anything against them, but they don't have the longevity to maybe be put in this list. Although I think they're all 3 are going to be there.
Would you add Dolph Ziggler?
I think even though he's been around for 10 years, I think.
Still a little too soon?
I think a little too soon because WWE has held him back for so long, and he's just now. He had the world title with Del Rio, which those were great matches.
They threw that away right away.
Yeah, and they pissed on him, and they pissed on the IC belt, and I hope they're trying to do something, but that's a different topic. We're going too long on that aspect of it.
I say Jericho's got to be at least top.
I thought I mentioned Jericho.
Did you? Okay.
So, I mean, I don't know. Like, you got fans, you let us know. Let us know what you think about those names.
10.
Yeah, we want to hear all of your opinions about your top wrestlers.
Yeah, we didn't want to do it a number 1 through 10 because those are so played out. And we just wanted to throw the names out there and hey, write it in. If you feel like you got somebody independent or not, one of the big 4 over the years, ECW, WCW, WWE /WWF, and TNA. Tell us what you think.
TNA could probably put Joe in that list.
Samoa Joe is great. That is true.
Especially for someone his size who's mainly a technician.
I like Bobby Roode.
Oh, yes. Bobby Roode.
Bobby Roode would be up there.
We're going TNA. You got to add Bobby Roode.
Yeah. All right. There's another name for wrestlers. Let's move this over to superstars.
Superstars.
Can I start this off?
Go ahead.
We were talking about Moneymaker Superstars.
Moneymaker Superstars, the big dogs.
Hogan, Sting, Cena.
Yep.
And you got The Rock, Stone Cold, Undertaker.
Yep.
Warrior.
Not a fan. I mean, I know I never really was.
I loved Warrior and I hated Hogan, so.
I'm not a Hogan fan either. I've never been a Hogan fan.
I think he never made as much money as the rest did. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I would be looking at it.
Yeah, because he cut his time short and his WCW stint was horrible.
Oh God, don't bring that up.
And like, I mean, yeah, he had the 3 good years, I think.
Yeah.
You know, what was the 5, 6, and 7 Manias? Maybe it was 6, 7, 8. It wasn't many. He was really in it.
There was guys like, you know, Bret Hart and HBK, Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, but we're gonna. But I think I mean I agree with Hart and Michaels bringing you know, money, but they're completely on the wrestler.
Yeah, they're on the wrestler
I do not want to take them off that list. As much as Sting is my favorite favorite wrestler, he is my favorite wrestler. He's on that. He's got to be on the superstar list. He's not on the wrestler list.
You probably have Legion of Doom on there.
Oh man, LOD,
Del Rio.
Ric Flair. Ric Flair made a lot of money.
No, Del Rio wasn't.
Ric Flair's a superstar. Everybody knows Ric Flair.
Yeah. And his in-ring, because of his years of doing it, really faltered. Like end of WCW, all of his WWE and TNA stuff was just, and WWE stuff was just really.
Where does Triple H
bad. I don't know, because like he's solid in the ring, but he's not the top. You know what I mean?
Guinness Book World Records for largest nose.
and he definitely is. I mean, he's a superstar, but I don't mean this in any negative way. I love Triple H. He's one of my favorites, in my top 10 of favorite regular wrestlers to watch for sure. So he's on my superstar person list. But in general, like, if he wouldn't have married McMahon, Stephanie, I don't know where his career would have went. I think he would have been. I think without him being with Stephanie, I think his career would have been Ziggler-esque. Like the like talent people you want to see, and then never really get it. And I hope that doesn't kill any shot of WWE going, hey, this guy's good. But I mean, that's just my honest opinion on that. I loved him. DX was fantastic. I mean, him and Michaels together, they're him and Austin and Triple H feud, Austin Rock feud, all freaking awesome. I mean,
him and Mick Foley.
Him and Foley. Oh yeah, man,
that's a classic.
I mean, even the later stuff here with Taker, those 2 Taker matches at Mania were amazing.
Oh, yeah, those chair shots.
I mean, they deserved their fines because it was great, and I'm glad they did it for us as fans.
Randy Orton falls in that fold too, where he just kind of lost in the.
But Orton I would put Orton a little closer to the wrestler.
I would too.
Than the superstar on our list. Maybe if we had did a top 15 or 20, he would for sure be in that. Wow. I don't think he can crack the 10 because if I'm throwing off, people that are a little bit better in the ring with him, then I have to keep him off that. Superstar,
you could.
Macho, if he didn't say
Batista,
Macho.
maybe?
I say in the later days, Roddy Piper was a superstar.
Piper was amazing on both ends of it. Yeah. You know what? He's superstar. Because the Piper's pits were fantastic back in the 80s. His stuff he did with in the WrestleManias against Hogan and T were.
I mean, that was all over MTV.
Yeah, that you can't beat that.
You know, that's. I
mean, you can't beat that. Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to put Paul Orndorff in that, but No,
Paul Orndorff was just a
great wrestler. And Rick Rude, great wrestler, but you can't.
Oh, Rick Rude, you got.
Yeah, I can see the little. Yeah, so I can't do the sexy dance because I'm white. Well, he was white too, but whatever.
He looked the part.
I don't have the abs. That's why I can't do it. It's the only reason.
Nobody in this. Well, maybe Rem, but.
Rem's got the abs.
Rem's got the abs.
He definitely has the closest out of the 4 of us right now.
I feel like we're maybe missing somebody on the superstar.
I feel like too. Would you put Big Show on there?
You know what?
Well, he's been in movies.
Everybody knows who he is. I mean, he's got to be on that bottom end of that list. Yeah. Sure. Let's think back a little bit. Man, I feel like.
Throw Demolition on there maybe? They were big.
Yeah, but that was just some 80. Nah, I mean, they were big, but they weren't like... LOD would be that over that. They definitely carry more. Four Horsemen as a group, not the individual... Well, I mean, Flair's on there, but as a group, the Horsemen brought in tons and tons and tons of stuff.
Yes, they did.
The NWO as a group could be in there as a one spot.
Yeah.
Because that was... And DX as a group, all 3.
So going tag teams, you could put Hardy Boys on there.
Yeah, but we have Jeff on there, and Matt really isn't the moneymaker. I mean, no offense to Matt. I mean, I know he's doing some good work in TNA right now, and he did good work in Ring of Honor before he went to TNA. And you know, his stuff with his brother in WWE before they all went their separate ways from that company.
Where's my boy
great.
Edge land?
Edge is on the Superstar.
Because he's on. I mean,
See, I think that's kind of in the middle right there for him.
I think he's on the Superstar
Yeah.
list. Not that I don't think he's not a great wrestler. I think he's on the Superstar list. If you want to go for a little fad, Goldberg was a huge fad that had sold everything in WCW for a little bit, but they just didn't do anything right with him in WWE. to
Now
really
he's
boost
jobbing
him.
to El Torito.
Huh?
what?
You didn't see that when El Torito beat Goldust last week on Raw?
I meant Goldberg. Bill
I
Goldberg.
thought you said Goldust.
Oh, Goldberg.
I thought I heard you say Goldust. My bad.
Goldust would be in the wrestlers list.
Yeah.
Goldust is right. He's a really highly underrated
Yeah.
wrestler.
Very
What about like Bobby the Brain Heenan? Or should we leave that because he's a manager?
Greatest manager of all
great.
time.
Oh, greatest manager of all time, hands
Sorry.
down.
Who's number 2? Paul Heyman?
Oh yeah.
Paul Heyman, for sure.
I guess we're gonna do a manager list while we're at this.
I think
Since we got
we're-
caught by a train.
I think me and
Man.
Bill already did that once
Oh,
on
okay,
a
well, we don't need
previous
to
video.
redo
We need to redo another
I'm
one.
not in the Hall of Fame.
Macho Man Randy Savage.
Owen Hart.
Owen Hart, Macho Man Randy
Yeah.
Savage. Yeah, remember
Rick
when Vince
Rude.
talked that line? That, you know, I know this is a little off subject from what we're talking about, but it was a wrestling show, so what the hell? Remember when the Punk's interview, anybody read the Punk or listen to the Punk interview from Colt Cabana's podcast? If you didn't, go do it. If you're a Punk fan or just a wrestling fan in general, want to hear a little bit of how shit runs in WWE. And I believe that Punk's not completely lying too much about this. I mean, I think Punk's a pretty down-to-earth, straight shooter. Not that I know him, but that's just my opinion off what I read and what I hear and what I've, gathered. And I guess about the UFC thing, McMahon stated that, that's barbaric. You can't do the UFC. Not the Punk about him going, but Punk wanted to wear trunks, MMA trunks, to the thing and get sponsorships as an idea to promote. And then that's when Vince McMahon says, "Oh well, that's barbaric. People are gonna die in that ring." And Punk's like, "Dude, Owen Hart died in a wrestling ring."
Yep.
I mean, that just pissed me off that McMahon has that view on that. But I know that was completely off subject, but. Colt Cabana's podcast. I wish I knew the actual line to give it to you, but you can YouTube that shit so easily.
Yes.
And it's fantastic. Both of them that Punk did, go listen to. Great. I mean, just listen to all of Colt Cabana's podcasts. They're all pretty good and entertaining. So, I don't know. We got off topic there. Hopefully that doesn't ruin it for everybody.
It was a good discussion, going back and forth about that. Anybody else we might have left out?
The Superstar list? I know we probably got 8 or 9 or 10. We might want to throw another one on.
Yeah.
I feel like we're forgetting somebody.
Yeah, I know we are.
Yeah.
Doink.
I'm just throwing names out. Like, I remember Doink the Clown and Dink. Well, fuck them. Let's put them both there.
Yeah, Dink.
Oh, yeah, I remember them.
No, you don't.
Wait, wasn't I alive?
You weren't even live when
I was-
Doink.
yeah, I was, not.
No, that's the Menagerie on
Oh.
TNA you're thinking of. Oh, which, by the way, Nux is awesome in his own way. Like, why are you screwing him up with the Menagerie? Sorry, TNA. What are you thinking? I know Crazy Steve's kind of
I hate that
entertaining.
James Storm thing.
I know.
I hate that James Storm whole thing.
Are we going to talk about how bad TNA is now on this one, too?
Right
No, I mean,
we can. We can do top 10 superstars, top 10 wrestlers,
Ryback.
and some TNA garbage.
Superstars Ryback.
No, I just hate that
Ryback.
story.
Ryback hasn't been around long enough
No,
to be in that
Ryback is-
category.
Bad. I just
Yeah.
don't like him. I never liked him in Nexus. I didn't like him. I liked
Oh,
Curtis
Skip
Axel.
Sheffield.
Now
Now he
he's
looks like Debo
now
Fitzpatrick.
Curtis Axel's jobbing the Ryback. Why? Actually, he's so much better in the ring and so much better.
See, I had high hopes for Axel, and after like a month or two, I just got.
They didn't do anything. They let people kick out of his freaking perfect plex.
Yes.
It's a perfect plex. How do you kick out of it? Don't do it.
But you shouldn't have got a shirt that says better than perfect.
Yeah, that,
Well, that's
you-
WWE marketing. Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he should have been like, nah, I can't wear that.
You know what? I'm
No.
wondering if he didn't say that. I mean, how are you going to say you're better than your dad? I mean,
Yeah.
like, I would never say that unless it's like something like I'm better dad than you in playing cards because then maybe I am.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
but not like as in wrestling because
No,
Henning
right.
was Mr. Perfect. I mean,
Everybody loved him.
he was great.
I think some birth certificates got switched around at birth. I think Ziggler's actually Henning's kid.
Oh, God.
Ziggler's got a brother. used to wrestle and never made it.
Yeah, I think he
Sorry.
wasn't he Tyler Breeze or whatever?
No, we just thought that because it looked like
Oh
him.
yeah, it looked like a
But
twin.
no, like I
Everybody
looked,
thought that at the show. We went
I
to.
looked, yeah,
Yeah.
I looked it up and I forgot his name. I mean,
Is
you
that
know, but like he did wrestle in I don't know if it was NXT, but whatever NXT Florida or whatever they are down there in Florida. But anyways, like yeah, man. We just ran off on
good
some
mention.
tangents there. Hopefully
Yeah.
you guys
Some
are okay with
honorable
that.
mention.
Hopefully it was entertaining.
Yeah,
Other
hopefully not.
honorable mentions. It's like
I-
Rick Martel and Tito Santana for the wrestler side because they were
Yeah.
great wrestlers.
Yeah, I can.
That was
I
some like
mean,
nice old school wrestling.
What about would you put Magnum PA on either list?
Magda PI didn't. It sucks because that dude should have been somebody fantastic, you know. And it's
yeah,
like,
but I mean, it's an unfortunate thing, and like
Yeah.
I have to leave him off. No longevity. I think I have to keep the longevity factor on there for that list. Superstar. I mean,
Superstar. That's a good book.
yeah. I mean, Billy Graham. He brought some people to
What about
the show.
DDP?
Dude, DDP is one of the best self-promoters in the world.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
That, you know what? I don't know how much sales he did for WCW, and I don't think he did much for WWE because they screwed him.
Very.
And I'm a huge DDP fan, Mark, whatever you want to call it. I love DDP. I'm gonna have to go with I'm gonna put him more on the wrestler side of that aspect. Or not the wrestler side, excuse me, more on the manager side because he did more managing, and with the self-promoting and everything that he does, I would put him more on a different list than a superstar because I don't think he pulled in the money. Nobody here, so I don't hit him like I almost did one day. And
Say
then
that every time though.
yeah, and then because the wrestler-wise, he grew and he became good, but it was a really short time for DDP. Man.
Like almost not.
What about Conan? I know he's not the superstar moneymaker, but what about the in-ring for Conan?
I don't remember him enough to.
Shelton Benjamin.
Yes, wrestler, hands down.
Benjamin's good.
Benjamin's good.
Just more food for
No,
thought for
I like
everybody out
Conan.
there.
I like Conan. I was a Conan fan.
Yeah,
I really did like Conan.
I mean, we can do some cruiserweights there, but that can be a different. We'll do that at a
no,
different
cruiserweights
time.
Yeah, we'll do that
Hey.
different time because we're running out of time right now.
And we probably gonna cut some of that out
This
anyways.
guy's ass
Yeah.
for no reason.
But final thought.
The guy's got a hubcap for the bring your own weapon and plastic baseball bat. Way to be original.
All right. Ryan, final thought, man. Final thought.
Final top for top tens.
Yes.
There's a lot of people stuck in the fold, though, when you think about it. That's all I gotta say. It's kind of wild how many people we just didn't know where to put them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A lot of the big name guys, you know, Triple H, Orton, Kane. Don't know where to put these guys at all. It's like you don't know what to say about these guys.
Oh, did we say Undertaker for superstar?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, Undertaker's well known.
Like how I just did my illegal little turn here.
Yeah, it was impressive.
We're running. Oh, we're like completely not even doing our final thought.
Yeah, I know,
my
it's
final
not
thought.
either.
I mean, we threw out a bunch of names. We didn't want to do a countdown as a top 10 or anything because they're overdone. So hopefully, give us feedback. Please give us feedback, as I always say, on if we left anybody off, because we probably did. And if you liked our top 10 for either side, let us know.
Like a top 35.
Yeah,
But
top 35.
if there was, if you agree with some of the ones we were kind of like halfway torn between if we would put him up as a wrestler or a superstar, if you disagree with one of our choices in that way, go ahead and let us know. Tell us your thoughts. Very interested to hear what all of you guys have to say. But that's going to do it. We just got to Berwyn Eagles Club for the AEW show. About to head on in here. Be sure to watch our next episode. We'll be doing a recap of that. It should be a great show. But as always, don't forget to check out our Twitter and Facebook page.
Right around there.
Links down that way.
Not down there, but down here.
Go ahead and follow,
Down
like,
where?
subscribe to those.
Down
Don't forget to also like the video, favorite it, share it, all that good stuff. Make love to it.
Okay.
And oh my brother, testify. Sorry, 3D. Team 3D, that should be one of the things.
Second City Sleepers signing out. See you guys next time.
Actually speak up for what he believes is what's wrestling. You know what I mean? Get a whole bunch of kids.
That'll
I'll
work.
go to school.
We got
I'll watch
Stephen Curry on our.
Yes,
I didn't know Stephen Curry was part of it. Wow! look at my God!
That's fucking great.
Isn't it?
I almost want that in, but we can't leave it
sorry,
in.
that was
We haven't even done our intro yet. This is an outtake right here. This is a fucking
There we
outtake.
go. Blooper reel. And cut.
Yeah, right.